everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be talking about tech school and specifically just Keesler because that's where I was at. For my job, I am a 1 Charlie 0. Well, I'm a 3 level now, but I'm a 1 Charlie, which is Aviation Resource Management. I gotta make more videos about that too. Anybody gonna be 1 Charlies, just let me know down in the description below, and I'll answer any of your questions about tech school. I'll be going to my first duty station in about 12 days now. Yes, so once I get to my first duty station and get all settled in, I will let you guys know how the day-to-day operations go for us 1 Charlies. And being a new 1 Charlie and I'm working in the SARM, I'll let you guys all know all about that. But today we're going to talk about tech school. I was at Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, Mississippi. I was a 334th Gator. Chomp, you'll hear that a lot. Chomp chomp. Everything that literally, I kid you not, when you said a sentence, you have to say chomp at the end of it. You're like, negative chomp, or sad chomp, or that's crazy chomp. It's funny, but yes, I'm gonna go ahead and get down to what to expect at tech school. If you're looking at the scenery, I'm currently on Grad, and just chilling at home, about to get some stuff together. So yeah, prepared for this first duty station life. But I'll give you guys a tour of my first duty station and let you guys know the ins and outs of it. But this is not what this video is about. Stay on track, Bree. Stay on track. All right, tech school. So when you first, if you see me looking down, I wrote some stuff on my laptop so I can like keep my mind on track and keep my thoughts, on track altogether. If you see me like fixing my neck collar, I got this gnarly tan from when I was at BMT. Yeah, so like my whole face is darker than my neck and it's stressing me out. So if you see me doing that every 5 seconds, I apologize. I'm just stressed out about the neck difference in color. Anyways, so when you first arrive, what should you expect? So it's gonna be a little bit different than BMT. So you know how like you got off the bus, you had MTI or MTIs yelling at you. You now have MTLs. MTLs are different than MTIs. MTLs are more of a, I would say more of a, what's the word? I'm gonna say leader. Role model, no. What's the word for it? It's up here, but I cannot get it. Whatever. MTLs are not like MTIs. MTLs are a lot chiller. They are there just to like help you, like shape you into airmen officially, and like get you prepared for the next step, which is graduating tech school and getting you to the operational side of the Air Force. Because after you graduate tech school, you are no longer in the training environment. You're going to be operational, so everything's going to be totally different. So yes, when you get there, you may or may not get yelled at when you get out the bus. Well, I didn't get yelled at. The bus driver was like, you have one sergeant, her name is Sergeant Ford, and she's really scary. She might yell at you. But when I got there, there was like no yelling. They were like, just grab when you get out the bus, they told you just to grab a bag and go. It didn't matter if it was your bag or if it wasn't your bag. You just had to grab a bag and like go, and so you can get to the drill pad, which is in front of the Levito. The Levito is like the central station for Keesler. For students, they have the fishbowl. The fishbowl is just like the chaplain service fun place, like where you just go ahead and relax and just you can play games there. They have like a big game room. They have a relaxation room. You can talk to the chaplain. They have the family readiness center in there as well. The MTLs, the 81st training groups. MTLs are there, so that's like Sergeant Ford, and there's like a couple other sergeants who are in there as well that help you and like get you through IP week. So I'll let you guys know like the different weeks, which is like IP week. I'll let you guys know about that right now. So what happens when you get off the bus? You're lined up by the bus that you got off of, and then once you are lined up and your bags are like properly set the way they want you to set them, they then split you up by your AFSCs and put you in your training squadron. So for my training squadron, the 334th Gator, we are the command control operation systems AFSCs. So like we have the aviation resource management, me, air traffic control, command post, command control battle management operation, which is C2BMO, and then airfield management, and then radar, airfield and weather system, which is RAWS. So all of you guys are housed in a 334th. We all go to Cody Hall once you start school. That's our schoolhouse, is called Cody Hall. So they're gonna set you up there. You're gonna be then greeted by your IP team leads. I'm not exactly sure who they are right now. When I left, they were like transitioning. Typically it's going to be airmen who haven't gotten their orders yet, and who are waiting to like ship to their first duty station. So you'll be greeted by them. They've been there for a hot second, not by choice though. So you'll be greeted by them, and you'll also be greeted by the IP first weekers, or like the IP MTL, which is going to be, I'm not going to say his name. Should I say his name? Whatever. You're going to be greeted by the MTL, who is the head of the IP weekers. All the new kids on the block, right? So you'll be greeted by him. You will then take all of your stuff, because most of y'all are going to be you're going to have that green duffel bag. It's going to be heavy. You have to put that on your back, and then some people came with a whole bunch of stuff, so you have to carry all that stuff with you to the schoolhouse. Luckily for us, the Levittown isn't too far from our schoolhouse. It's like literally like boop. Actually, all the squadrons not too far from the Levittown. We're actually really not that far. But anyways, we're gonna take all your stuff. They're gonna take you to the 334th Training Squadron. 334th Training Squadron. They're gonna have you line up, you're gonna be introduced, blah blah blah, and then they're gonna put you in the IP room, where you're gonna have this magnificent brief about what not to do, what to do, and all the rules for Keesler and our training squadron. They're also gonna let you guys know about we have room inspections. You will have a roommate. They'll let you know about all that good stuff. And then around 7, 8, because they know that y'all have been on that bus from, I think when I left BMT, I left at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. If not, I think it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. Left at 4 o'clock in the morning. You've been on the bus for a very long time. You get one stop. We stop at Buc-ee's. Actually, kind of like Buc-ee's. You stop at Buc-ee's, and then you get on the bus. They feed you there at Buc-ee's. You can buy any type of snacks that you want. And then from there, you get to Keesler. So they want to make sure that you are settled in and all that stuff. So they try to get through that briefing fairly quickly. The next day, you guys go on a base tour. Right now, it's super freaking hot. 10 out of 10 would not recommend, but you have to go. So you're on a base tour. They tell you, they show you around the triangle. They call the triangle. The triangles are our training squadron, basically. So you have us, and then all the other training squadrons. I think it's like 335th, 336, 338. Don't call me on that, because honestly, I don't know. I was just worried about my tech school and me getting the hell up out of there as soon as I can. Okay, that's it. So they show you both DFACs. We have a gym on base. We have like a little, I call it like a student union. We have a student union. We have a track. What else? 2 DFACs. The mini mall is within the training squadron, because for the first week until you phase up, you're not allowed to leave the triangle. What else? They have food trucks and stuff that come. And they're also the dry cleaner. They have the dry cleaner within the training squadron as well. So they'll take you there, and then they'll walk you to the main BX and where the commissary is as well. So they'll do that. That's, you get it there on a Friday. That Saturday, that's when they do the tour. And then let's go into the more operational part of it. So you will be in AFI depending on your your class start date. Some people will start that same week. So like you have IP week. IP week is nothing but briefings. It's just briefings. You'll be going through the same briefing when you get to your first duty station, because they have to let you know the rules, regulations, blah, 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 about Keesler, right? So within that, some people won't even make it to IP week because they're going to start class. Some people's classes are 26 academic days. Mine was 26 academic days, from 26 to like 6 months or 4 months. I don't know. I think ATC and RAWs are the longest. Yeah, they're the longest tech schools for tech classes or whatever. In our squadron. So y'all gonna be there for a while, so get comfy. You have the waiting period. It's like AFI. So when you get on AFI, you're literally cleaning the base. They might send you to Cody Hall, where all of our classes and stuff take place. You'll be cleaning Cody Hall. You'll be sweeping, mopping, dusting, whatever they need you to do. They might send you to the Levito. Levito is like the best AFI duty to get. So like if you are in AFI, if you don't remember anything that I say right now or anything in this video, just remember, ask to go to the Levito, because you can get released early, and then you just be chilling for the rest of the day. Some people stay at our dormitory and they clean, but I always end up going to Cody Hall to clean. And then I got lucky. Before I started class, I got to go to Levito a few times. So yes, most of y'all who are looking at this video will probably be out of BMT and past hurricane season, so you guys won't have to worry about that. And there are phases in tech school. You have or like you have cards. There are phases too. So there's the green phase is when you initially get there, right? You have a 9 p.m. curfew. You can't really do much. You can't leave the triangle, so you can. Oh yeah, you can't even drink either. I believe in green phase you can't drink. It's not allowed. What else? Yeah, you gotta be in. Yeah, because you gotta be in by 9 p.m. What are you gonna do? So yeah, you gotta turn your card in by 9, or they will come banging on your door. And that's scary. That happened to me once. It happened to my roommate. I think it happened to me too. No, it didn't happen to me. It did not happen to me. It happened to my roommate twice. And the first one, she fell asleep and totally forgot. The second one wasn't her fault. But whatever. Then you have white phase. You have a 12 a.m. curfew on the weekends and 11 on the weekdays, and you can go up to 25 miles away from base. Most people go to, like, I call it like the strip. There's like a whole bunch of restaurants, and then Biloxi kind of has like a Vegas vibe. If you go further down into it, they have like the Hard Rock Hotel, all these other restaurants. There's Sugar Factory. If you guys have ever been there, you guys went to Vegas, all my 21 and uppers. And then yellow phase is like if you've been there 40 days or more. Technically, before I left, I could have hit yellow phase, but like I wasn't going anywhere. You can literally travel to Florida. You cannot go to New Orleans or anything, because you'll get in trouble. You definitely get in trouble if you go to New Orleans. It's not allowed. They have this thing called the 4392, which is like a weekend pass. So you can literally take the whole weekend from depending on if it's a down Friday, from like Friday all the way to Sunday, and just travel. But you can't go too far. I think it's the furthest you can go is Georgia and Florida. That's the furthest, I believe, because I never had to do it, but they do have weekend passes. And if it falls on a 4-day weekend, good as gold, okay? What else? They have 341s. Y'all probably thought y'all was gonna get away from 341s. No, they have 341s in tech school. You can get one for good things or bad things. I really the only time I've seen somebody get a 341 pulled is when they were late to formation, like they slept in. So that's another thing. When you get to tech school, you know how the MTIs were responsible for you, and they made sure that you ate and made sure that you were up and dressed and out by a proper time. That don't happen in tech school. You are responsible for yourself, boo. Okay, you are responsible for yourself. You're an adult. They're gonna treat you like an adult. Because once you get operational, you're not gonna have anybody knocking on your door trying to see where you're at. Like, no, you better show up to work, and that's your responsibility to do so. In order to eat, you gotta wake up as early as you can, because them lines be ridiculous. Okay, ridiculous. For the Gators, we have PT every Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays, and we wake up and we're in formation by 5:15. We do PT until like 6, and then we are back out and lined up for class if you're going to class by 7. And if you're late to that, you get 341 pulled. Oh, if you get 341 pulled, you get CQ. You get in the drawing to be on CQ for the weekend, and that is not fun. I never got to do CQ. Thank the Lord, baby Jesus. I never had to do it because I was never late to formation. But yeah, just don't be late. Don't do that. That just looks bad. You look crazy. So don't be out here being late. Yes. So like I said, once you get to tech school, you are your own person. You are responsible for yourself. Your whatchamacallit? Your roommate is not responsible for you. So yes, you guys do have weekly room inspections. They just started implementing that before I left, so hopefully you and your roommate are like on the same page. Me and mine were. My roommate was clean, I was clean. We made sure we kept our shit clean, okay? So you can buy cleaning supplies. Sometimes if your roommate is there before you, they might have some for you to use, but I bought my own, and I left them for the next girl. So hopefully she appreciated that. But yeah, just keep yourself clean, because if you don't keep yourself clean, you get a red card. A red card will also get you placed on CQ. You don't want to get a red card. So if you fail on room inspection, you're late, blah blah blah, like, you'll get a red card. You don't want one, okay? It's not fun. You still have to be in by 9 p.m. and you can't leave base either. So I know some people with red cards still left base, because when you're leaving base and coming back in, nobody checks your card. Like, security force is not like there, let me see your face card. Like, they don't care. They just want to see your cat and get you through the gate as soon as possible, because the other people gotta go through the freaking gate. But don't be that person. Have some integrity. Remember, it's still a training environment, so you have to march everywhere during the duty day. March everywhere. Close them fists unless you're on a marching waiver. So you march everywhere. What else is there? Yeah, that's about it. And then for exploring Biloxi, I had like that little topic in there. Try to find a friend with a car, or have a family member or somebody bring your car to you, because I spent over $200 on Ubers while I was there. $200 on Ubers. Like, it's crazy. So if you can make friends who have cars, do so. I did not, because I'm a little antisocial, but whatever. Just find somebody. Especially if you're gonna be especially if you're ATC, which is air traffic control, or RAWs, get yourself a car, because you're gonna be there for a second. And then if you don't, wasting all that money on Uber is ridiculous, okay? Like, don't do it. You can drink if you're 21 and up. They have it's called the Vandenberg. Vandenberg is like our student union. On the weekends, they have like bartenders and a DJ, and they'll serve drinks. to you so you can drink there, or like I said, once you get to that yellow phase, once you get to that, the yellow and white phase, you're able to go off base and like have fun and drink, blah blah blah. You still gotta be home by midnight, but whatever. But yes, you can drink. I know some of y'all, once y'all get out of basic training, y'all gonna need that drink. Because I know I needed it. I'm not much of a drinker, but I needed a drink after I got out. I would say some tips: stay away from drop-in, stay away from married airmen. That goes to the girls and the guys. Stay away. I see some stuff. Stay away. Don't be that airman. If you see that person who's married doing stuff, I would say mind your business, but because either way, the MTLs will find out. Also a tip for school, because I've seen a lot of people get reclassed. You want to make sure that you are studying, and remember that learning your job comes first and fun comes second. It sounds like crap, but literally, like I said, you're still in a training environment. Like, you got things to do. You can have fun once you get to your first duty station, especially if you get like really close duty station. Like, what if you get stationed in Tampa, or like at Herbertville was close to Destin, I believe, or you get stationed in like Nellis or Arizona. Have fun later, okay? Have fun later. Don't worry about doing that. You can still have fun and like digress and like have your weekend, but like remember during the week, if you don't have to go out and party, like you literally don't have to go out and party every single day. Like, you don't. I've seen people who did that, but you do not have to do that. That's how you fail. Some people can actually like learn, like know their job and pass and do that every night, but if you know that you're a person who cannot multitask, having a social life and staying in school, it ain't gonna be for you, boo. Especially if you've never taken like, because it's kind of like college, but it's not like college, but it's kind of like college. They say it's not college, but it feels like college. Whatever. If you've never taken a college course, if you've never been as out of school in general, I mean, like if you haven't taken secondary courses at all, you don't know your study style, I would say just focus on learning your job. Period. Like, period. Relationships and stuff come second. Like, if you happen to find a test school love, good for you, but don't let that affect you learning your job and you getting out of there as soon as you can so you can become operational, okay? And depending on your AFC, you won't be there long. Like with me, I was only there I was there for 40 days, but it's because my class start date took a while. But once you start class, you're literally going to be there like 26 academic days, which is not that long. Depending on the down Fridays. Oh, forgot, down Fridays. You have down Fridays every other Friday. So that means you are not going to class. The Gators, they let you out early. All that fun stuff. Oh, almost forgot. Sundays, we have GI parties. It's when we clean up the squadron and make sure everything looks nice and pretty for the week. And then you also get graded off of that. The Gators haven't won Military Facility of the Month, or NTF, in about a little over a year or two. So if you guys are going in, make sure the squadron looks good so we can win, or they can win. Also volunteer for the student council, because they have a student council. They're really cool. I didn't do it because I was honestly not going to be there long enough to do so. But if you're like air traffic control or you're RAWs, like join, do that stuff. It's going to be fun. If you're a very social person, do it. Like, just explore, do what you got to do. You'll know more about the defects. You don't have to sidestep at the defects, so don't be doing that when you get there. It's so overwhelming, but don't be doing that when you get there, okay? You look crazy. What else? I think that's it. If you have any other questions, just drop them in the comment section below. I will try to answer them as best as I can. And then I look forward to letting you guys come along with me on my road trip to my first duty station, which is going to be Whiteman in Missouri. But yeah, deuces. Thank you guys for watching.